Hey everybody, and welcome to Sassafras. Hey everybody, and welcome to Sassafras. Today we're going to be talking about photography as art with my beautiful mother, Jean Griffin. Debbie Kawatmi. She's a lovely woman from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and she does a lot of art down there in Bridgeport, Connecticut. A lot of good photography.
Come on with you now, Maddie.
I'm serious, Mom. You do a good job. You take good pictures. What I like about your pictures is the timing and place. They're very unique.
Well, thank you very much, Mary. I usually don't like posed pictures. I like to take impromptu pictures. I don't
know.
like them posed, but I really like to take pictures of almost anything. And if I could just have a camera in front of my face all day long, every day, I would. Because I don't ever run out of things to take pictures of. I guess maybe it's boring to other people, but to me, like Louis C.K. says, everything's a miracle. So I just enjoy taking pictures of things. I don't know why. Just right now I'm looking at the lights with a honeycomb pattern, and I find that interesting.
I agree that everything is a miracle, and you can find beauty in many mundane, as other people might see it, mundane places, and that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And what are some of your favorite things to photograph?
Well, kind of morbid is my absolute favorite place to photograph is a cemetery. And I know that's really gross, but in the cemetery, it's really pretty good lighting because of the trees. There's all different types of lighting, and there's all different types of surfaces to take pictures of, and it's very peaceful there. Nobody bothers you.
I know you don't like to be bothered. Yeah. And at the cemetery, do you usually take pictures of the gravestones?
Well, there's actually the cemetery, there's many of them in Bridgeport, and they all tell a story. One of my favorites is Mountain Grove, which was actually an idea of P.T. Barnum's as a park. Cemeteries actually weren't made in this way prior to this. So this was a new concept at that time. And the cemetery is actually quite interesting, and it has different sections. It's a very interesting place, and I could just go on for a long time about the cemetery. You can.
Well, let's just talk about a picture you took here.
The picture I took here, well, that wasn't actually cemetery. That's actually a bathroom at one of the places on the Bridgeport Art Trail. And when I went into the bathroom, I found this so intriguing. The piece of soap, it's a dirty, filthy piece of soap, which anybody else would think, oh, look at this filthy piece of soap. But to me, when I looked at the piece of soap, it had cracked into all kinds of beautiful paths. It looked almost like a maze, and the two rags there, it just was interesting to me, where somebody else would just think, ah, dirty, gross old soap.
Well, that's the great thing about a picture. You don't have to say, oh, I saw two rags and a piece of soap today. It was really cool. You can show them exactly what you thought and from your point of view what it looked like. Now, I'm just wondering, digital photography has only come out recently. I was about 12 when we started having digital cameras readily available. What was it like shooting with the old-fashioned cameras?
Well, it was hit or miss because you can go through a whole roll of film and you really didn't know what happened. For example, when I went to Greece, I took, I think, 18 rolls of film or more, and each roll was probably 24 to 36, and I didn't know what I had until I got home. So, I did like the fact that you can roll the camera if it didn't have, they weren't all power run. You didn't have to have batteries. you know, but I love the digital photography. Oh, I'm going off track. Sorry about
No,
that.
that's okay. Why do you like the digital photography? I'm surprised to hear
Because
that.
I can see what I did immediately, and if I missed a shot, and I can play with it at home, but I know if I got it or not.
That's
So, like they
interesting.
say, once you go digital, you never go back, which I did in 2006. I got my first digital camera. I wish I had done it sooner.
Well, that's true. I know that one thing you do for our friends and family is you make an album of pictures for them. How's that going?
Well, I actually have paper pictures. I probably have over 5,000 paper pictures, which now have to be digitalized. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, hopefully before I die. And I have 2 computers, which I no longer.
Oh, just like when it comes to trying to do all your pictures in time, we barely have enough time to talk about it. Thank you for your.
Thank you for having me, Mary.
You're welcome. It was lovely having you, and thank you guys.
You just cut the lights. You're fired. Not real.
Don't be mean to